Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are around the globe. On the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another week of football. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is Chelsea Atalanta. Ladies and gentlemen, a trip to Italy. A trip to Italy await us on Tuesday. Yes. Up next is Atalanta. As you can see right there, that is what we have to face once again. Are we ready? Well, the good news, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot to talk about, so I'll be rushing through it all quickly. In the next 8-9 minutes, I'm off. So please follow me as I go on this trip with you. 9-minute trip with you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Chelsea right now, going back to Champions League football, Atalanta in Italy. The good news is that Caicedo is available to feature in tomorrow's game. That is the greatest news I'm hearing. For me, I'm happy, I'm excited about it. Not because of the injury he was out, he was only suspended due to the red card, ladies and gentlemen. So Chelsea on the road to Atalanta. But then on the other hand, the bad news we have right now is on Delap. Delap, we understand Delap is going to be taking 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks on the sideline due to injury, shoulder injury. You see, come to think of it, that injury wasn't even warranted. That was an unnecessary injury Delap actually got. All the heckling he was heckling in that game for nothing. It's not as if you were even fighting for the ball. How many games did Delap play? 17 games, 2 goals. 17 games, 2 goals. For me, Delap is a flop. Listen, it's rather unfortunate that we treated Jackson that way, that he left. And I don't think Bayern Munich will be willing and just not come back in January, because right now, 8 weeks out, 6 weeks to 8 weeks means that automatically Delap is going to be away and he will miss several games. Let me see how many games Delap will miss. Liam Delap will miss if he's out for 8 weeks. Atalanta, which is tomorrow, Everton, Cardiff, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Man City, Fulham, FA Cup Round 3, Carabao Cup semi-finals, Brentford, Pafos, Crystal Palace, Napoli, West Ham. These are, how many games? Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 games, ladies and gentlemen. 15 games. The season is over. We sold our chicken and went in for a voucher. Listen, I don't know. Delap, should Chelsea go in for a mega from Strasbourg? Because right now, one of the things that Chelsea is lacking is a striker. Joao Pedro has not been himself since the Club World Cup. He came in and you would have thought that Joao Pedro is coming to light up the league for Chelsea. Both Joao Pedro and Delap, they've been a shadow of themselves. These are Premier League players that Chelsea bought. We didn't buy them from outside the Premier League that we will say, oh, maybe they need time to acclimatize, to get used to the Premier League. No. Ekitike is struggling, yes, with Tottenham. We understand. The other player that came outside the Premier League, they are struggling with the other class. It's understandable. But when a Premier League player is struggling this far, it's not acceptable. What is going wrong? Delap, the manager says that, well, he's been struggling with injury for some time. Then let him have a rest and treat the injury. Now, I'm talking about Joao Pedro. Now, Delap right now, 8 weeks out. 8 weeks out. Listen, I know most of you will disagree with me. I know. Delap, next summer, let him go. He got red card. He was suspended. Before the red card, he got injured. Yeah, when the season started, he got injured. As soon as he returned from that injury, red card. When I said it here on this channel, many that, oh, if it's Jackson though, people would have started shouting. I heard somebody says that, oh, if Jackson was given 2 years, why can't we have patience with Delap? Premier League product. Do you know Jackson's history and where he's coming from? His first professional football career, first season, he didn't even play full season. He played just about 6-7 games and we went and bought him. They compared to somebody who is a Premier League academy product. We should give him 2 years. Are we serious? Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, tomorrow is our game, Atalanta. Caicedo will be available for that game. Yes, Caicedo will be available for that game. And look, as we speak, could you believe that Crystal Palace are now 4th on the league table? Yes! Crystal Palace are 4th on the league table. I was watching that game and I'm like, wow. Both teams, both Fulham and Crystal Palace was like goalpost to goalpost. But that last minute, Crystal Palace stormed Fulham at home and got the 3 points. Now they are 4th on the league table. Eddie Nketiah, you are trying to send a strong message to the Ghanaian authorities, right? You didn't play the qualifiers. We started calling you for the past how many years? 2 years, 3 years. Now that we are in the World Cup, now that we qualify, now that we are out there and we are going to be playing US of A in Canada. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that takes me straight. Let me talk a little bit about that. Ghana will be playing 2 games in US, 1 in Canada. The England game is taking place in US. The Croatia game will take place in US. Panama game will take place in Canada. Yes, in Canada. I'm not too sure. Let me see if I can get the right features for you here. Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can get the right features for you here. It's very important that I get my facts right. Okay. Ghana, Panama, June 17th. Toronto, Canada. That is the first game. Toronto, Canada. Then the second game will be England, Ghana. That will take place on 23rd June. 23rd June, Boston, US of A. Then the third game will be against Croatia, also in Philadelphia, US of A, on 27th of June. Ladies and gentlemen, with the time, everything is there. You can see it yourself. By the way, there is something that I saw that struck my imagination. The ticket prices for the games are so high. Look, men have to empty their accounts. Those who have to go for loan, they will go for loan. Men will have to empty their account. Look at this ticket on your screen. I want to show you the ticket on your screen. The ticket for the games, my goodness. We understand the ticket price varies, but look at this. Look at this ticket. A friend bought this. England versus Ghana match. People are rushing to buy England versus Ghana match tickets before the stadium gets full. England versus Ghana. This guy paid, you know how much he paid? Look at it. $850. My goodness. $850. And he paid England US of A. What God? By the time some of us will make up our mind, maybe the stadiums will have. Listen, you see, let me be honest with you guys. My Nigerian friends, you guys did not rate Ghana. But do you know England, the English press, they are not talking about Panama game. They are not talking about Croatia. What they are talking about is their game against Ghana. Look at this guy, David Oyston. We know him. He's a Chelsea media man. He's a Chelsea journalist. UK, he's one of the topmost journalists in the UK. And this is what he said. He said it could still be an England-Ghana finals. It could still be an England-Ghana finals in this World Cup. They both qualified from the group. David Oyston, British transfer expert, react to England draw with Ghana. He said it could still be England. If you ask many experts, they will tell you that the game to watch out is Ghana, England. The game to watch out is Ghana, England. Ladies and gentlemen, oh yes, that is a game to watch out for. Ghana, England game. Now, the truth is that England have never beaten Ghana in any game of any sort. Yeah. England has never beaten Ghana in any game of any sort. So have that also in mind. Quickly, I'm about to run out. I am about to run out. As it is right now, we need to start preparing towards our game tomorrow. I have a lot to talk about, but I will not waste your time. Like I told you, Delap is out for 8 to 9 weeks. Delap is out for about 8 to 9 weeks. Now, there's something I also want you to get here. Breaking news, Makukrela has been given, well, an increment in his wages as a reward for his performances. Makukrela has been given an increment in his wages as a reward for his performances. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Kukrela has been one of our outstanding performers this season. He has been one of our best players this season, and he's been given a reward for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Delap issue. Maresca speaking about Delap issue, you could see the worry on his eyes. Unfortunately, he will be out again, according to Maresca. We don't know how long, but now we got to know he's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. But his shoulder looks quite bad. He has been unlucky. He has been out 2 months already and needs to be out again. For you to understand how painful it is. The player that right now as we speak, we don't know. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Quickly, I'm trying to get something to run it. Okay. That's the league table right there on your front. Chelsea currently we are fifth on the league table. We are fifth on the league table. And it's not good. We drop out of the third and fourth position. Quickly, I want to end it with Mo Salah. Mohamed Salah has been ranting furiously with Liverpool. Mo Salah, the Egyptian pharaoh, the legendary Liverpool striker, attacker. You know, Mo Salah used to be Chelsea player. He's a Chelsea product. We bought him. I remember very well when Jose Mourinho bought him. He was with we bought him from FC Basel. Yes, FC Basel. Before we bought him, he's one of those players that scored a goal against Chelsea in the Champions League. And after the game, Jose Mourinho approached him and told him, "I'll buy you." And Jose brought him to the bridge. But he's one of those players that when he came in, the Premier League was so tough then. And so he had to be loaned out and loaned out and loaned out, and he didn't have patience to wait, and he requested to be sold. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the full interview of Mo Salah that is in the news. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. I think it's the third time on the bench. I think it's the first time in my career. I'm very, very disappointed. To be fair, I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years and especially last season. Sitting on a bench, I don't know why. It seems the club are throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel. It's very clear that someone wants me out. Someone wants me to get all the blame. The club promised me in the summer a lot of promises and nothing so far. And I'm on the bench for 3 games. So I can say that they don't keep their promises. I said many times before, I have a good relationship with the manager. And all of a sudden, we don't have any relationship. I don't know why. It seems to me someone doesn't want me in the club. I love the club so much. It's not acceptable. I don't know why. He tried to exonerate the coach. He didn't want to involve the coach in it. He said he had a good relationship with the coach before. But all of a sudden, he doesn't know why. And he didn't end it there. Mo Salah. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting on a bench for 90 minutes. It's the third time. Okay. Now, the next one. Let me go to the next one. He said, I have done so much for this club to get the respect I want to get. And I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earn it. People will say you are not bigger than that I am not bigger than anyone. Yes, I earned my position. This is football. It is what it is. On his future, he says, in football, you never know, but I don't accept this situation. I don't want to answer this question about moving to Saudi Pro League because the club is going to take me to a different direction. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohamed Salah said, I have been at this club scoring more than anyone in this generation since I came to the Premier League. I don't think anyone has scored more goals and gave more assists than me in the whole Premier League. If I am somewhere else, everybody would go to the media and defend the players. I'm the only one in this situation Can I give an example? It's silly, but I'm sorry. I remember a while ago, Harry Kane was not scoring for 10 games. And everyone in the media was like, oh, Harry will score for sure. When it comes to Mo, everyone is like, he needs to be on the bench. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, you could see the pain on his eyes. The pain on his eyes. He's voicing out. And for me, I think for this alone, it is over with Mo Salah and Liverpool. It is over. This has gone beyond unrepaired. It can't be repaired. It cannot be fixed. And I'm seeing it like they are preparing him to be sold. He's the highest earner in the club, in Liverpool. And he's the only one that if they sell him right now, they could earn some good amount of money. So I guess he's likely to leave in January to the Saudi Pro League. That is the only solution out there. Ladies and gentlemen, well, on that note, let me just end it here because I'll be back with more exclusive. Remember, tomorrow is our game against Atalanta, and all things being equal, I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. See you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.